My parents disowned me, but years later, the tables have turned. I, 32F, grew up in a strict religious household, cult-level strict. My parents controlled everything: what I wore, who I spoke to, what I read. Questioning the faith was not an option. At 22, after years of doubt, I finally admitted to myself that I didn't believe anymore. I tried to keep it a secret, but my parents kept pushing me to be more involved in the church. When I told them the truth, all hell broke loose. They said I was lost, that I was inviting evil into my life. My dad told me to either repent and stay or leave and be dead to them. So, I left. That night, I packed a bag and walked out. They erased me like I never existed. My name was removed from family discussions. Relatives blocked me. I lost my home, my security, my entire support system. I spent months couch hopping, working multiple jobs just to survive. It was brutal, but I built my life from scratch. Fast forward 10 years. I own my own business. I bought my own house. I have everything they swore I'd never have without their faith. I haven't heard a word from them in a decade, until last month. I got a message from my mom. We need to talk. At first, I thought it was a mistake, but nope. She said my dad lost his job. They were drowning in debt, and now they were about to lose their home. They needed help, my help. I was in shock. They disowned me. Spent the last 10 years telling everyone I was corrupt, selfish, and beyond saving. Now suddenly I was their daughter again? I reached out to my younger sister, who secretly kept in touch with me. She told me the truth up until a few months ago. My parents were still trashing me to the family. They never regretted cutting me off. They never wanted me back until they needed my money, so I tested them. I told my mom I'd consider helping under one condition. They had to publicly acknowledge everything they did to me. Apologize to me and to our extended family, admit they were wrong. Her response? Silence. Then she said, "We did what we thought was right. You made your choice, and that was all I needed to hear." I laughed, told her my answer was no. If I was dead to them 10 years ago, they could keep that same energy now. The next day, my dad finally called me. His first time speaking to me in a decade. Not to apologize, but to rage. Called me selfish, arrogant, and vengeful. Said that God was testing me and this was my chance to prove I wasn't corrupt. I told him if this was a test, I failed. Then I hung up, and that was that. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough turning away my parents, the people who raised me and provided for me. However, I feel as if I need to stand on my principles. It just doesn't sit right with me that anyone in my family, who made attempts to forget that I exist because I chose not to live the way they want me to, can come to me later asking me for help, asking me to give them my hard-earned resources. Am I wrong for telling them no?